I had 100 cockroaches here, and I placed them in this James Bond-style contraption that turns this ball screw and forces them out after a specified time delay. And then I put it in a lunchbox for camouflage, and then I released them in this office. Now you might think, that's not very nice,
That's
Mark.
nice.
Some people are afraid of cockroaches. Trust me, I know. And that's exactly the point, because this isn't just any office. This is ground zero for one of those terrible call centers that scams people of their life.
Bro, I remember one time there was a cockroach that crawled on my leg whenever I was playing Halo 2 and I was getting ready to snipe somebody, and I let that bitch crawl on my leg until the guy popped his head out. I shot him in the head, then I knocked the cockroach off my leg. I let that happen like that. That's the trigger discipline I had back whenever I was a kid. Like I was a straight up fucking, I was like level 45, I was like 44, 45, some shit like that in Halo 2, man. Like I was there to win.
Life savings. A year ago when I released this video about inadvertently stumbling onto the low-level thugs in this international scam operation, I said we were gonna glitter bomb our way all the way to the top, even if it meant taking this fight to the other side of the globe.
What?
And so after a year and a half of planning, we infiltrated not one, not two, not three, but 4 different scam call centers. We released cockroaches, smoke bombs, stink bombs, glitter bombs, and then of course we hacked their CCTV so we could watch the whole thing unfold in real time. So buckle up, because this is the wild conclusion to this multinational adventure, and please watch to the end because there's something you can actually do to help put the nail in the coffin of these 4 massive call centers. Now why would we go after this $20 billion scam industry? Well, we're doing it for
$20 billion? I just had an idea. I just had a real, I think I just had a $20 billion idea, guys.
60 million people who've lost money to scammers in the past year. But more specifically, we're doing it for Bessie, who you might recall from my previous video when I detailed exactly how one of these scams work.
You're like my granny, Miss Bessie. Do you know this?
Yes.
She was like one of my closest friends.
Oh.
I used to share each and everything with her.
Basically, it starts with an email or a spam call, then they pretend to be Amazon or Microsoft, and they tell the victim they've been charged $200 for something, but if you call back, you can dispute the charge. Then after they call, they eventually get on the victim's computer and importantly, have the victim type the $200 refund amount into a bogus form.
Please enter your refund amount.
Only they take over and secretly type the amount of $20,000 and then they hit enter real quick.
Check everything, is it correct?
Oh no, this is a mistake. Oh, I screwed up.
Oh, Jesus.
It was supposed to be a 200 in there. Oh, God almighty. I'm exhausted. I can't do this. My mind is absolutely fried.
Please check your account. Did you really receive that money in your account?
Then they take her to a totally fake, spoofed bank account page where it looks like because of Bessie's mistake, they just sent her $20,000 instead of $200.
Wow.
Oh my God. Plus 20,000.
Yeah.
Please save my job, ma'am. If I'll not earn for my family will die due to hunger, due to starvation. Oh, please,
yes, of course.
They always do this shit to old people. They do, because like the old people, like they don't fucking know what's going on with the computer, right? They have no idea. They didn't grow up with a computer like we did. And like this is it. Yeah, no, like it's fucked up. It actually is fucked up.
What should I do? I mean, I can.
Feeling bad for you. You are also like my grandmother.
You know, I'm an honest person.
You're making me cry now. You're making me cry now. I'm getting attached to you.
Now, how do I fix this?
And now you can see how he's weaponized her empathy. Now to fix her mistake, how she'd be willing to go to the bank and withdraw what she thinks is an extra $20,000 in cash, when in reality, it's $20,000 of her hard-earned savings. Money. And she's gonna send it in the mail to a heartless scammer. Now in case you think they've gotten a lot nicer over the last year, here's another call from a few weeks ago where the scam is to pretend they're from the government and there's some missing taxes that are owed.
My dad had this happen. And they called him. My dad's also like, half of the stuff that I know about scamming, I learned from my dad. So like, they didn't get him, but they did try to get him.
I just retired, as I say, last February, and then I was diagnosed with breast cancer in August. So my retirement hasn't been very good so far. And after today, I know it's not your fault, but it's worse now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I would rather just pay it. Otherwise, I'll be worrying about it, and I'll be worse in my health. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Or even if I have to pay it in 2 halves.
So the scammer places her on hold to talk with the authorities and to see if there's just something that could be done to help her out.
Thank you so much for holding the line, ma'am. I just had a word with the Harv authorities.
This guy was the same guy with the voice changer.
I informed them about your situation, and they are also concerned about your health.
So concerned, in fact, she'll only have to send these scammers $2,000.
Yeah. The actual amount found out missing in the taxes is $1,489.
Now, last year's operation was effective in getting a handful of people involved in this scam not only covered in glitter, but also arrested. But the problem was we discovered these were just the low-level mules and supervisors who would then send the bulk of the money back to the actual scammers in India. And while we did turn over all the intel we gathered to the 5 major government agencies that reached out to us to truly avenge Bessie, our goal was to take our glitter all the way to the top and either temporarily disrupt or possibly even permanently shut down a few of these terrible call centers. It'd be like,
I mean, this shit happens. The thing is, like, these people are able to do it, and like, this is like, you might think, wow, oh, the humanity, like, I can't believe this would ever happen. Every fucking animal on the fucking planet preys on the weak. Like, it's just, it's animal nature. People are fucking animals. It's just what happens. Like, this should not be a shock to anybody. And the reason why I say this is, like, you have to expect this shit is going to happen. Because if you don't, you're going to get blindsided, and it's going to happen anyway.
Like a special operation. And every special operation needs a special ops team, a target, and a plan. For the team, I turn back to my good friend Jim Browning, who you recall from last year has a YouTube channel that specializes in reversing the connection to the scammers' computers and gaining access to their CCTV footage.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, I want to know why you scam people.
And then another YouTube channel called Trilogy Media would be the boots on the ground in India implementing the pranks, but more on them later. For the target, together we were able to locate and gather tons of incriminating information on 4 different scam call centers. For starters, there's Met Technologies, located in Kolkata, India, on the 5th floor of this building. They've been in operation over 12 years, and they've got over 1,000 agents. Their owner is Mr. Kunal Gupta, and you can even see the rest of their leadership team here on their public website. And you might ask, well, why would a scam call center have a public website? And the answer is they all do, because they have a very small percentage of their employees do legitimate call center work. So if they get raided by the authorities, they can point to that small group and say their hands are clean, while the real money-making operation runs here behind a secured door.
So it's a front.
Then we found VRM, also located in Kolkata, on the 12th floor of this building. They also have over 1,000 agents, and they've been in operation for 6 years, and they run 24 hours a day in 3 shifts to target people in time zones all across the globe. Oh,
and this is what they do. And like, look, and so the people do this with streamers too. Like, you guys know, whenever this is the dumbest shit. Do you remember whenever I would do these, like, gold death rolling things where, like, everybody would put in 500K and it would be like a big death roll for like 10 million gold? Okay, so there would be people who straight up sent me, or they straight up made a character that looks just like my character, and the name was just a little bit different, and they would stand on top of me, and people would trade the fake Asmongold's their gold, and then they would be like, oh, why am I not getting invited? Did I get scammed? And then the guys would message me, and they'd be like, bro, I just made 2 million gold. And I'm like, wait, what? That happened? Yeah, that literally happened last week. That's how common it is. It's crazy.
Allow me to introduce to the world Rajesh and Vidya Goenka, the husband and wife co-owners.
Oh,
next was
nice.
Anj Info Solutions on the 5th floor of this building. They also run 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, and they've been up and running for 11 years with all their key info shown here.
Wow.
They're located just a block away from VRM.
Isn't that something?
All 3 of these centers were located within just a few miles of each other here in Kolkata, India,
you know,
which is a hot spot for scam call centers like this. And finally,
so
there was
like, you think about in the you know, like, it's like you're going to, like, you know, you're going to get food there or something like that, and like you meet some guy and it's like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I scam old ladies in the UK. It's like, what do you do? I scam old ladies in the US. That's awesome, man. So yeah, so what do you do? Okay, so you have a dying dog. Okay, so you tell them about the dying dog, and then, oh, so you do the cancer thing too? Yeah, we started doing that at our office too. It's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, what a lovely environment. Exactly.
One more we located, but we're not releasing public information on them yet, and you'll see why in just a little bit.
Okay.
And so once we'd amassed mountains of evidence against all 4 of them thanks to Jim's handiwork, we hired 10 private investigator types to apply for jobs at each of these centers, and after a few weeks, we had them all in place. Now, in order for them not to arouse suspicion, they had to legitimately scam some people, but we told them to remember the victim's information, and then we would reach out and double any money that was lost. And at first, one of our agents in the VRM call center went against protocol and used his phone to capture some footage for us of the bathrooms and the server rack and whatever this.
What is this? The quote wall. Ma'am, you'll have your money back in 5 minutes. Ma'am, you're gonna have your money doubled. Sir, this is the IRS. We need your money right now. What's on the quote wall? Like, is that blackface? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. What you have to remember is that people, like, people all over the world are racist as hell, man. Like, they're racist as hell. Hey, let me ask you, like, I'm not going to do that. Actually, I'm not going to do it. I was going to do that. I'm not going to do it.
But they must have seen him filming with his phone on their CCTV because the next day, some of the security team showed up at his house. Now, luckily, his roommate knew to lie and say he wasn't home, and he was able to escape through the back alley, but they stayed out in front of his house all day and later sent this message saying the director wanted to speak with him and they would pay him handsomely, and of course, he didn't need to be scared. They were just simply curious what kind of evidence he'd gathered against them already. So from that point on, we reiterated to the remaining 9 to lay really low like a sleeper cell until we were ready to activate the plan. And speaking of the plan, now that we saw what we were up against, we knew we'd have to go full James Bond Q mode with some high-tech gadgetry that could make it past security. Which is why this first prank is just a water bottle.
What the fuck?
Kind of. I mean, it can function as a normal water bottle, but if you unscrew just this portion of the lid, it reveals a trough. And if you put military-grade putrid-smelling stuff in that trough and then screw the lid back on fully, it creates a perfect seal and you can't smell anything. But then at the exact precise moment you want to release a cloud of death, you just twist the lid like this, allowing the smell to escape through these holes and fill the room. And we're using a water bottle because from looking at the CCTV footage, we know they allow them to have water bottles at their desks, so they'll be able to sneak them past security. Plus, no one's going to suspect that's the origin of the smell. Next up, if you take some hand soap and add just a few drops of the same kitchen-grade food coloring we used on the Devil's Toothpaste explosion,
damn, holy shit.
Then when you wash your hands, it will leave them stained for at least a day. Oh crap. We'll leave this in the bathroom.
Holy
As a bonus,
shit.
we'll learn exactly who does and doesn't wash their hands. This next one is the most simple, but also
so they're trying to figure out if they're dirty or not. Well, hey, my hands would never be blue.
That's the most effective. You take a box of Sudafed and then print out and paste on some of these labels and convert it to a box of Viagra. Then importantly, you add the name of the boss of the scam call center to the box, like it's his prescription. And then you leave it in the bathroom next to your blue soap.
Oh
Next
my
up
God.
is that custom-built box that can store cockroaches in it. So after a predetermined time delay, the microcontroller will trigger the step remote, which causes the wall to slide along this ball screw. That means if you disguise it in a lunchbox, then nothing happens until the timer expires. And then suddenly, you get a bunch of cockroaches crawling out of a lunchbox. Although you can put more than just cockroaches in here. And some other ideas we had were bees, because we heard India has some species that don't actually sting, as well as possibly rats, because we already knew from looking at their security footage that once released, the rats can make themselves right at home. And using a lunchbox for camouflage is once again a strategic choice, because we already knew from our recon work, they always make it past security because no one actually checks what's inside. Next up, I love the idea of the chaos that could result if we set off a smoke bomb, but we were concerned that might be crossing a line if the room was too small, because like the glitter bombs, I want everything I do to be exciting, but at the end of the day, relatively harmless. So instead, we found these micro foggers that are basically like massive vape pens. And we also noticed motorcycle helmets were allowed onto the floor and past security. So the plan was to put it inside a helmet like this, and then it would also detonate itself based on a timer. And finally, as the pièce de résistance, we're going to deliver them a package. Only this isn't an ordinary package. It's GlitterBomb 4.0, which of course, as we all know, is equipped with a pound of the world's finest glitter and an uncharitable amount of fart spray.
I still smell it.
And so now that our team, target, and plan were in place, after 1.5 years of prep work, it was time to avenge Bessie and execute the special operation. Step 1 was getting the Trilogy media guys all the way over.
Dude, this shit's so cool, man. This is actually so cool. Like, what the fuck? This actually makes me want to go back and make videos again. Like, it's actually, like, this is so badass. Like, it is. Like, the amount of, like, work they put into it and everything. Like, shit out of movie, bro. Like, yeah. This is just so cool. I love this, man. I just love this. You know, it makes me, sometimes it makes me feel, like, stupid. Like, I'm sitting here just, like, playing video games and watching videos, and, like, this guy's fucking doing international crime investigations. Like, man, like, maybe I could do something else instead of that, you know what I mean? Holy shit.
To India, with all the contraptions stored securely in their luggage.
Oh my God, stepping foot on Indian soil.
Now safely on the ground, step 2 was to go pick up those stingless bees that we could put in the lunchbox. But once they'd arrived to the beekeeper, they found out you can't just take a few bees, but you have to take the whole hive.
In the car, dude, no. They're gonna get out.
I'm not afraid.
Also, apparently, there's no such thing as stingless bees.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh,
So we punted on that idea and headed to an open-air market where we could at least secure some rats. By the way, the Trilogy Media YouTube channel is composed of Ashton, who's a former magician, and Art, who played professional basketball in Russia for 8 years. They're just an incredible duo. And speaking of incredible things, this is a good time to point out that the real people of India were just so freaking lovely. It's true that nearly every scam call you get originates from that country, but everyone in India hates these scammers too. They are a tiny, tiny fraction of the total population, and no one wants to be defined by the worst in their midst. Most people we interacted with there...
That's true. There's like 1 billion people or some shit in India, man. Like, that would be... Like, I've never left the country. I think it would be really cool to go to India because it's like, I feel like a lot of other places in the world, like, it wouldn't really be that much different. But, like, everything I see of India is like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy, man. Like, it is crazy. It's so different.
At heart's more like Johnny, who's an honorary member of the team and a reformed scammer who's made it his life's mission to do whatever he can to take these guys down, even if that means working some back channels to get our hands on 100 cockroaches.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So with the goods procured, it was time to meet up with our sleeper agents.
They got their cockroach man.
Prep on the contraptions, which went about as well as expected.
seriously though, are we gonna test it right here? Right here? Yeah. You can't do it in the bathroom?
16, 17.
Yeah, no, get him in. Oh, 18, yeah, yeah. 19. More the merch.
Get back in there, bitch.
Okay, grab. Stop.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh.
No, please.
Oh, God. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, shit.
Okay, pause. Accounted for, right? Everyone?
I swear, I would not let you down.
We decided the first call center we'd hit would be Anch, and we were feeling optimistic about our chances.
It's so, like, I cannot, man. Like, it's, like, how much discipline would you have to not just fucking smash that bitch, man? Like, that's what I would want. Like, I would, boom, like, get the fuck out of here, right? Like, I love how they're trying to push his head down with the toothbrush. Like, get down, you go back in there, you know? That shit was funny.
And that's exactly when our special operation received its first major blow. So apparently there's this WhatsApp group that 55,000 scammers all across India belong to, so the different scam call centers can communicate with each other. And because Johnny was still a member of this group from his former days, he saw this message pop up. Two of us in the town of Kolkata have seen cuss word Trilogy people. We followed them, but the driver drove the car very fast to the Salt Lake side. There was 2 Indians with them and they were shooting a movie. So apparently some scammers had recognized Art and Ashton at the market as the Trilogy Media YouTube guys, because they've confronted a lot of scams.
Bro, is this a scammer Illuminati? Holy shit, that's impressive. 55,000? Yeah, that's a lot of people. But again, you got to keep in mind, India's got 1.5 billion, somebody said 1.4 billion in chat, people in India. That's like 1% of 1%. So there's not really a whole lot of people. Yeah, they've got a network like that. Oh my God.
scammers in their 5 years of making videos. Now, thankfully, just out of habit, Johnny was driving in a way that would make it hard for anyone to tail them, but they still were able to pinpoint their hotel location within about a half a mile. But then it got much worse. Might be they are working with the FBI, so I request all of our brothers to have an eye in Salt Lake, so whenever you see them, you shoot them. Which was super devastating, because it seemed pretty clear to me that we'd have to scrap the whole operation, because while the mission was important, it definitely wasn't worth anyone getting hurt. But when I brought this up to the guys, they'd already discussed it amongst themselves and decided this was a cause they were passionate about, that they were willing to accept.
God fucking damn! God fucking damn, that's big dick. Holy shit! They don't give a fuck! Yeah, who cares? Yeah, finish the mission. Yeah, they're gonna... Bro, like, at first it was Gideon, now it's these guys. YouTubers die for content. Holy fuck! This is impressive.
Some risks. So we decided moving forward, Art and Ashton wouldn't step a foot outside their hotel room, and that's when the second major blow came. Because apparently the group text warning spooked the call scam center so much, they just changed up everyone's assignments, and they were planning on moving all 3 of our sleeper agents to a new floor where there was no CCTV coverage. But this is where we had a stroke of luck, because at the last minute, Johnny thought to have another one of his reformed scammer friends apply for a job. And because he had so much experience on his resume, they hired him on the spot and gave him a more highly trusted role, which meant he could be the one to smuggle in all our gadgets. And so with that, he loaded up, headed in for battle, and an hour later, we had a man on the inside. And by the way, now that we're inside, I'll give you a very quick crash course on what we've learned about how these scam centers operate after watching them for so long. First of all, 90% of the victims are 65 years old or above.
I don't understand that.
Wait, how much did he say?
90% of the victims we've learned about how these scam centers operate after watching them for so long. First of all, 90% of the victims are 60.
Damn, bro, like that's a lot, bro. Like that farming old people. Oh my god. Oh my god, old people that are medicated, it's sad, man. Exploiting old people, yeah, I know, like farming Social Security, yeah. It's fucked up. Easier to get? Yeah, because old people, I mean, like, you get older and like, you know, like, your fucking brain doesn't work the same as it used to work, right? That's just the fucking facts. And on top of that, they're not familiar with tech because they didn't grow up with it. So, like, they just fool them and goof them and fuck them around, man. Like, my dad was the exception. Okay, like, that's the way a lot of people, like, that's not what happened. Children and old people the most impacted? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's dirty. It's fucking nasty, man. When they got to pension money?
65 years old or above.
I don't understand that. I don't understand all of this.
They really only make calls during the U.S. working day hours and not on the weekends, because that maximizes their chance the person who picks up will be retired. This is why you never get scam calls on Sunday. They don't have anyone even working the phones. In fact, many of them have an auto-dial prompt that says press 1 if you're over 65 years old, and if you press anything else, it just hangs up. The most common...
That is fucking shameless. Like, that, bro, like, oh my god. Like, I can't believe, like, that's fun. Yeah, it's like they don't even try to hide it. They're speed running. Yeah, exactly. Like, self-filtering them. Press 1 if we can scam you. What pricks, man. The thing is, like, as I said, people are going to do shit like this. And it's like, you've just got to expect. Think of the worst thing that somebody could do and expect that they've already done worse than that. That's what it is. This is just the tip of the iceberg, man. There's several prominent streamers and YouTubers who interact with these fucks and these scam bags. Really, several prominent YouTubers, really, and the YouTubers that do scams, really, do those scams start with N and end with FT? Yeah, I could have never expected content creators to scam their audience. What? What do you mean? Why would this possibly happen?
Scam is the Amazon refund scam, but they also pretend to be Microsoft, McAfee, Norton Antivirus, the IRS, and your bank, and on and on. It's always changing, but it's also always something you've heard of to try and build trust right out of the gate. If you want to know how much they make, well, that information, unfortunately, is securely held on the boss's computer, so we can't get to it. Although,
that's too bad.
I suppose if you had access to the internal cameras, you could just watch the boss type his password, and then you'd be able to access their master tracking spreadsheets, which is what we did, and how we know.
Which is, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Yep, there we go. No shot. Like, they actually got him. They got Baldy right there. Oh, shit. That's a fucking dub, isn't it? That's really amazing. Yeah, I know. It's like, this is the kind of stuff, like, you know, like, whenever 4chan, you know, they get a picture of, like, somebody who's going to beat up their cat, and then 4chan figures out what high school the kid went to, and they figure out who it was? Like, this is the same kind of vibe that I get, man. I think this is fucking amazing. Oh my god.
So, these large call centers make $60,000 per day. That's $18 million a year.
That's a lot of money.
An opener will take the initial calls, and they make an average of $7,000 a month. Then if they keep the victim on the phone long enough, they hand it over to a closer, and they make on average $15,000 a month.
God damn.
They never say the word scam or victim, instead referring to them as sales and customers.
Yeah.
That way, they just seem more like a normal...
I would have never guessed this was the way that they would look at it. Have you never watched Kitbo go, oh, I've seen this shit before. Like, I know all about this. I mean, there's a lot of scammers out there. What is this, a surprise? Like, you think I didn't know this? Absolutely, of course. 7K is insane in India. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is. It's a lot for Indian currency. The thing is, like, is a month of the shitload in India? Yeah, I mean, like, holy fuck, man. Like, the amount of money these guys make is insane. What's crazy to me about it is that, like, it's just gone on for so long. Like, the government hasn't done anything about it. I think that's a little bit fucking, that's a little bit embarrassing, to be honest, to have this shit happen. Because it's like, the people should be pissed off about this shit. Because this is what happens, is it creates racism. It creates people that have, like, these fucking stereotypes against Indian people because of this. And, like, should they do that? Of course fucking not. But they do. And, like, the government lets this shit happen, and they just let it build up, and they let this shit go on. It's just awful, man. What, government? They couldn't give a fuck? Yeah, well, the people should. I don't think the people want to deal with being treated like a scammer, being treated that way. It's fucked up. Less reliant on government in their eyes, in my opinion. What can the U.S. do about it? It's happening in another country. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, there's a lot of things you could do about it. It just depends on what you're willing to do.
Office. Although what I think does that job more convincingly are all the walls plastered with inspirational corporate words like synergy, or management, or process. So that's your crash course on how they operate. And the FTC has put out a list of 4 signs to help spot a scam and 4 things you can do to protect against them. And I'll link to it in the video description. And so now, without further ado, we kicked things off with the stink bomb water bottle. And while that was
I wish that, like, I don't know, like, one thing that would be good, I don't know if this would work. Like, I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? But, like, I think maybe it would be good if, like, an older person could, like, opt into something if, like, they're going to send a large amount of money to, like, a random place, that the bank would review it for them or something like that. Like, I don't know, like, just to kind of have, like, a threshold or some regard. Like, I don't know, like, maybe, yeah, like, fraud protection, something like that. Yeah, you would think, yeah. Like, who will fund it? Well, the bank will. Yeah, the bank will. Maybe the government could through taxes, to subsidize the bank doing it. Yeah.
He went to the bathroom and dropped off the hand soap and the special medication with the boss's name written on the front. And it didn't take long for us to get our first hit on the smell. What was great, though, is they all kind of covered their noses subtly in silence, so the people next to them wouldn't feel accused. Well, for the most part.
For the most part.
Then a few minutes later, we had our first bathroom customer who clearly doesn't wash her hands after using the restroom. But then we had a second chance with an apparently more hygienic scammer, and this time we struck pay dirt as he comes out trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And 5 minutes later, you could see him still trying to work it out. And not long after that, we got our first mention of the special package in the bathroom. The audio cut out here, but our agent told us they were laughing and wondering how the boss could possibly leave that lying around. Although it certainly doesn't feel too far off brand, given he uses this as his profile pic on Facebook.
God damn. God damn. What a gangster, man. Okay, dude. Yeah, exactly. What a chat. And you know what the best part about this is? This is actually a picture from 2009. And now he's 50 pounds heavier, he's bald, and he doesn't have those sunglasses anymore. Yeah, like, that's actually, like, you have to go all the way. Yeah, that's the difference.
And at this point, our agent place and then trigger the time delay countdown on the cockroach, rat, and smoke bomb traps so he can now safely make his getaway.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
okay? You're safe. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought they were just following me.
And since they, of course, have no idea what's about to happen, they're still just casually talking about the bathroom. And then a few moments later, the first boxes must have triggered because this guy notices a cockroach and nopes his way out. And then he's quickly followed by the second.
What a pussy! What a pussy! Oh my god! Oh no, not a cockroach! Who gives a shit, man? It's not even a big deal. And this guy said, look at this dude, man. He spends all day scamming grannies on the phone, and somehow he thinks he's too good for a cockroach. Bitch, you are one.
Of it, because now you just randomly see cockroaches start coming in frame. And so now that they know what they're up against, they call in the reinforcements with a mop. But it looks like he missed one. Or two. Or three.
Yeah.
Actually, four.
Oh.
Scratch that. 5. And then as if perfectly on cue, right as the mop guy finishes his cleanup, the smoke begins. And this causes quite a commotion and draws quite a crowd, and it takes them a while, but they're eventually able to pinpoint the source of the smoke and gingerly take it off the premises.
Jesus Christ, this is so
Followed
good.
soon thereafter by our rat friends.
Yeah.
And this is possibly my favorite clip of the whole night, where you see a cockroach lead the way and wander all around as they argue and try and make sense of what in the world is
They're trying to put the rat back in, get back in the box, get in the box, what are you doing? Yeah, says your guy lives in the South. Listen, man, if we had a cockroach, man, like, I don't really worry about them. That's the thing, is like, I don't really worry about a roach. It's about the wasps. Like, I get a wasp in the house, I get fucking pissed. But like, I'm not about a roach, man. Like, it's not a big deal.
Possibly happening. And by this point, you can tell the boss is pretty sure they're under attack, but just to remove any sense of doubt, we sent them one final package.
He's stressed out.
And they almost opened it right there, but I guess with everything else that had already happened so far that night, they took it downstairs. And then this happened.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
There might be a camera.
In fact, there's 4 of them, and they're uploading this footage to the cloud.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stepping away.
Activation complete. Recovery sequence initiated.
Plays random shit. Oh my god, it just keeps going.
So after our incredibly successful special operation, we waited to see what the response would be. And we didn't have to wait long.
Yeah.
Yesterday, those cuss words sent Anch Solutions a package bomb. And it exploded, and there was a bad smell and sprinkler water, or whatever it was. Ooh. These guys are playing good with us. I am reminding you guys, they must be in between us. We don't even know. And now we had them, because they were paranoid, and they didn't know which of their employees might have been compromised.
Let's play Among Us.
Check the lunch boxes, pocket bags, shoes,
Here we go.
ladies' purse as well. Even check the water, whether there's some color mixed in it. I assume he's referring to the soap dye here.
Yeah.
But be cautious, guys, seriously. They came to bad word all of us,
Fuck all
and they're still trying to bust us. After that, there were a few more death threats, so we didn't think it was safe enough to launch our attacks on the other 3 centers to try and get them shut down. But the beautiful thing is, we didn't have to. Big centers in Kolkata and Delhi are closed from today, as well as Monday, as per the information I got from all my friends.
Of course.
We had created enough confusion and mass panic that not only did the other 3 centers get shut down, but we got all the large scam centers all across India shut down for a few days too. And if you add it up, that means those tiny cockroaches stopped $2 million from going from the victims to the scumbags.
That's good.
And I would say that's the perfect ending, but it actually gets even a little better. Once Ashton and Art were safely back home on American soil, they decided to troll that text group with those 55,000 scammers by uploading this gem to the chat.
Surprise, surprise, scammer.
We got you, bitch. Surprise, surprise. Oh, this guy's fucking great.
Over here. No matter how many numbers you remove from this group, we're still watching. Not only that, we've also downloaded every single person's contact information, all 57,000 of them inside this group. We have every single one of those contact information.
We got you.
To the FBI in the United States and the CBI.
The bird! Oh my God, the fucking bird.
And so if you want to see how quickly the scammers started removing themselves from the chat group, as well as a lot more details of all their work on the ground over in India, you should go check out their video.
God,
and not
that's
surprisingly,
fucking amazing.
Anj and the other scam call centers eventually opened back up, albeit this time with much tighter security. But they still didn't, and still don't realize probably till this moment, that we have access to their live camera feeds. So Jim improvised a bit, calling them out by their real names without giving away the fact he was just looking at them on the camera.
Yeah, hi sir, my name is Carolina Fernandez. I am calling you from the Microsoft.
Oh, hi, Priya. Hi.
Who are you?
I'm a ghost. Idiot. Yeah, I don't know
what... Do you
know
my father's name?
I don't know, but is your father proud of you, what you do? Does he think you work for Microsoft?
Yes, of course.
But you don't work for Microsoft. Did you tell him that? Will I tell you one more name?
Yes.
Sohini. At least talk to me. Hello?
He also managed to change the way their voices sound when they would do outbound calls to their potential victims.
Who are you? May I know
Oh my fucking God.
You're speaking very strangely.
Bro, they're just getting fucked with. Oh no. Oh, this is fucking insane. Yeah. Wow. Who falls for that? I don't know. That's perfect. I'm a ghost.
What's up?
So to see a lot more of that quality entertainment, you should go check out his video.
That's
so after all
good.
that, we're sort of in a good news, bad news situation here.
Yeah.
The good news is that because of some developments we've been involved in, the 4th center here is going to be raided by the authorities in India and shut down very, very soon. The bad news is that these other 3 are still very operational. And for reasons I can't say here, we don't have the same option to get them shut down like we do on the 4th one. Now you might ask, why not just privately reach out to the proper authorities in Kolkata where these 3 call centers are located? And the answer is, that's been tried before and it didn't work. While there are many good apples, there are a few bad apples that prevent anything from happening to these guys. So where does that leave us? Well, as they say, sunshine is a great disinfectant, and here's where you come in. We invested a lot of resources and time and tried to make this video as entertaining as possible in the hopes that you'll consider sharing it for 2 reasons.
It's corruption? Of course it's fucking corruption. What do you expect? Like, they're making a bunch of money. Like, if they're making $18 million a year, they can afford to pay a couple of guys at the government $1 million. And it's going to be no problem. Like, that's the way it goes, man. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it to pay people off. See, it's always a better idea to have them on your side, because as soon as you pay people off the first time, then you can just never, then they can't get out of it. And so it's a better investment. Oh, this is the way these kinds of things go. Yeah, you grease the wheels. And well, then also you have evidence, because the people that you pay off, you make sure there's evidence that you paid them off, so you can hold it against them if they ever grow a conscience later on in the future. This is how it works. Yes, you blackmail them. And so they're fucked. And the scammers have the control over it. And the problem is, like, there's nobody probably in their federal government that gives a fuck about it or that wants to deal with it.
One, the more people are aware of how these scams work, the less effective they become and they lose their power. So please share it, especially with your older loved ones. And number 2, the more people that see this video and learn about these 3 specific call centers, the more the press will pick it up, especially in India. Heck, tweet our videos to the Kolkata police. This helps out the good apples, because the bad ones can't just sweep all the evidence under the rug or quietly tip off the scam center bosses. The press and public can hold them accountable. We've seen this tactic work successfully successfully in the past, and we have mountains of evidence against all these scam centers. If you are with the press or a law enforcement agency, send us an email to callcenterevidencepack@gmail.com and we'll share everything we have with you. If you combine them, these 3 centers have been in operation an astounding 29 years.
That's insane, man. 29 years you let this shit happen. It's way more than 18 mil a year. He said shutting them down for a few days cost him 2 mil. No, he said each center itself makes 18 million and all of them combined shut down was 2 million. So comparing one center versus like all of them. That's why the numbers were different. But just in general, it's a lot of fucking money. Like, it's a lot of fucking money. That's the actual mafia. Well, that's the thing. Is like, and most people don't want to fuck around. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to get. They all make 20 billion a year. Yeah, that's what it is. You want to see how China weaponizes corruption? Channel Polymeter is a great short video yesterday on government corruption. Maybe I might watch that. We'll see what happens. That's how mafia works? Yeah. And the thing is, like, and that's what I said before, is like, as soon as you're in it, you can't get out of it. Like, for example, like, this is one thing that people do with selling drugs, right? It is like, they will fucking try to get you, like let's say you want to buy, like, $20,000. They'll want to get you $40,000, and then you can owe them the other 20, right? And so it always keeps you on the back foot. It always keeps you under their thumb. It keeps you under control. And like, this shit happens. Like, yeah, it keeps you hooked. It's leverage, exactly. It's scary shit. And the problem is, like, the authorities, some of the fucking authorities are buying the drugs too, let's be honest. And then on top of that, like, I've known people that have sold drugs to cops. Can you fucking believe that? But yeah, of course, cops do drugs too. Like, that's the way it goes. And nothing ever fucking happens. It's so embarrassing. And also, it's because these guys, I'm going to be honest, right? These call centers aren't super tech savvy, but they're more tech savvy than the cops are. So the cops can't figure them out. How they afford drugs, 30K a year? Cops make more than 30K a year, man.
Still scamming people of their life savings to this day, even right now as we release this video. So let's see what we can do. And depending on exactly what happens, I'll either post a follow-up video here on my YouTube channel or on my other social channels, so subscribe and all that stuff if you want to stay in the loop. Glitter bombs and cockroaches are just harmless entertainment, but our best chance of working together to shut these guys down for good is by shining a light to foster some accountability. Thanks for your help. Now let's make Bessie proud.
All right, we'll share this shit. Yeah, I got no problem with that.
I want to thank NordVPN for their support on this video. I've been using their service myself for over 3 years now because they really are the best at this. With Nord, you can surf the web anonymously, your location stays private, and your data is encrypted. Because even though I'm not a bad guy with something to hide, I generate a ton of information online every day.
Man, you pussies, they came out, they did a fucking international investigation. You gonna fucking complain about an ad? Shut your fucking mouth and watch the video. Shut your fucking mouth.
I prefer that information wasn't sold or used against me in some way. Nord collects and stores absolutely nothing and makes it so others can't either. Plus, if you're traveling and you want your exact same internet experience at home, like to watch all the shows you're used to, it can virtually transport you to nearly 60 different countries. They also have a new service called Threat Protection, which is sort of like an umbrella that protects you from malicious sites, downloads, and trackers, even when you're not connected to a VPN. So if you travel or you're just ready to take your privacy more seriously, you can get a 2-year plan at a huge discount plus 1 additional month free by going to nordvpn.com/MarkRober. And the good news is, if it's not right for you for any reason, they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So once again, that's nordvpn.com/MarkRober, or use the link in the video description. Thanks for watching and sharing with literally every person you've ever met or ever will meet, and let's get these punks shut down.
Fuck them. What a good video. Holy fucking shit, what a good video. Wow, what a good video. Oh my god, what a video. Wow, this is gonna get 1 million likes. It's got 13 million views. That's not enough. Go watch it. Give this guy a sub. This guy's a fucking legend. Holy shit. I've only seen one video before from this guy, and he had like a, so he had a thing where it threw squirrels around and shit. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, right? And like, now he's doing this? Now he's doing this? This is crazy. Oh my god, that was amazing. Like, what a great video. What a good you aren't subbed? I know, like, I'm not subbed. It's my fucking private account. Like, I'll sub to him. Like, I think, yeah, the guy worked in NASA. Holy shit, I didn't even know that. He has another one of the squirrel videos. Yeah, I feel like it's, it has 6.5K thousand dislikes. Yeah, I thought it would have 55,000 dislikes personally. But yeah, that's about it. Jim Browning video on the same subject, really good. I'll watch more about this shit. I love talking about this stuff, man. Oh my God. Yeah, that's so good. Like, wow. Fresh hit a milli? It's about to hit a milli, probably for sure, man. Like, I would say so. He's one of the engineers that made the Mars rover. Holy fuck, this guy is actually smart. Like, that's nuts. I didn't even know that. Isn't it crazy what people would do if they're not spending all day on the internet playing video games and jerking off? Sometimes I wonder what I would do if I didn't have that, but then I remember that there's an ASMR section on Twitch, and I just, you know, go back to what I was going to do before. And so that's what it was. Yeah, literal scam under God. Because, like, people always say to me, they're like, man, can you believe how they built the pyramids? I said, bitch, what do you mean? Do you know they didn't even have electricity? They didn't have internet. They didn't have smartphones. They didn't have Facebook. There's no Twitter. Of course they made the pyramids. What the fuck else were they going to do? What else were they going to do, man? Like, you might as well make a pyramid. Like, why not? Yeah, they sure did. Exactly. What pyramids? Yeah, there you go. Jolly, thanks for the gifted subs. I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, so time for ban appeals? Yeah, we're going to do ban appeals in just a minute, okay? I just want to make a few more comments about this and everything. Was absolutely not a part of this. Let's take these guys down. Yeah, Trilogy Media, like, goddamn, like, this video is fucking amazing. Like, I should probably watch this shit, too. Like, this is insane. Wow. This is like what they do. Holy shit, that's nuts. I gotta watch one of their videos, man. Yeah, y'all gotta remind me. Scam victim gets her $100,000. Maybe I'll watch this shit. Like, and look at the picture of that woman. She's over 65 years old, man. I'll link their video too. Watch the Jim Browning video. Watch every video on YouTube. Yeah, listen, let me see what the Jim Browning video is. If it's less than 10 minutes, I'll watch it. If it's not, we're gonna watch it tomorrow, okay? Jim Browning. There we go. Let's see what we got. This is a 5-minute video. That's not going to happen today. What we got here? Is that it? Yeah, what is this? A 24-hour intro. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so we'll watch this. But we're going to watch it tomorrow. How about that? I think that's a good idea. What do y'all think about that? Avatar trailer? It's the same video, but it's more technical. Yeah, watch Bro Science Life. Is that a... I think I know who that is. Yeah.